better in person.
Hey, welcome to Addicted to the Q at the American Royal. We're here with Kirk Mauser. Where's your wife?
Aaron, she's over here. Hi, Aaron.
Aaron, would you like to get in? She not doing it. It's up to you. I got Sam Burton back here. He's the one that loves little meat marshmallows. Burn in.
Fellows
Kirk,
above.
how you guys doing?
We're great. Well, maybe how can you not be doing well?
Right. I hope we're recording. I hope this is good.
We'll see.
If not,
we'll
Brad
do it again or not. Whatever.
I don't see
Brad
still,
anywhere.
So today's Friday. So Thursday was the SCA.
Yeah, we did SCA last night. We had over 50 cooks cooking SCA, and then we had 35, I think, do wings for the ancillary. It was an amazing event. It was a lot of fun. A few first-time cooks, which was awesome, and then a few guys chasing points that got a few more. So it was a really good event. A lot of people. We had a blast doing it. We had kick-ass trophies made by Matt Messer down at Cotton Gin. He did these gigantic grill grates, like 22-inch grill grate, quarter-inch thick steel with the American Royal SCA 2025 on it. It was really cool. So everybody loved it. Everybody had a really good time. We got awards done on time, which is one of the first times ever at the Royal, I think. Maybe. We'll see. But yeah, awards were done on time. It was a great event. We had a blast doing it, and I think they want us to do it again next year. So we'll roll with it.
That'd be awesome. And right behind you is Brad and Lane rolling in.
Hi, Brad and Lane.
I tell you what, guys. Brad's here, but Brad's just not on at the moment. Brad's doing the Brad thing. Oh, by the way, YouTube certified barbecue pitmaster. Get yours. Grindcity.com/Social King Awesome Barbecue.
If Brian would have gave me 8 minutes to change, I'd have mine on.
Where says American
Brad's been gone for 30 minutes, so we ran it. So where are you guys from? Where are you out of?
Out of Nebraska. Aaron and I live in Lincoln. Our office and warehouse building and stuff is in a little town called Hickman, about 10 minutes south of Lincoln. And it's windy.
That is windy.
And so we kind of, in 2019, we decided we want to build our own building. We found land and everything out there. And the cool thing is it's 10 minutes from the house. So if we got to run and grab something, get the kids, do whatever, that's where we roll to. But yeah, we have everything produced off-site, sent into our warehouse. And then when we send out to our grocery store chains and retail store chains and all that, we palletized everything up and sent it out. So it's the other thing that's cool about it. We're in the middle of the country, so if we're shipping Florida way or Minnesota or wherever, shipping costs are pretty much the same because we're in the middle. Yeah, it costs a shitload because that's what happens, but it'll go either way, and we can pretty much calculate shipping because it's same cost going anywhere because we're right.
That would be nice because I feel like I have to adjust pricing everywhere.
Yes.
When's the next time you're coming down to Kansas City?
Oh, well, we work with VacMaster quite a bit. We run all their marketplaces and that stuff. So I'm in Kansas City meeting with them probably once a month. So I roll down quite a bit to hang out here.
Do you have a big trailer?
What's that?
Big trailer. You have a big trailer?
We have for this kind of stuff, KCBS, we do a 24-foot porch trailer.
Okay. The reason why I'm asking is there's 16 glass ladder up there that I'm looking for.
He's not your delivery person.
We can see. We can try that.
I kind of did way aggressive trimming trees, and I got to hit Christmas lights, and I'm jumping the ladder on little limbs.
No, let's not do that because then the Christmas lights come down and so do you. So it's not good.
Look at that.
We'll talk about that. Yeah. We can see if we can load something up.
And then maybe a
VacMaster. We'll see. They're pretty sweet, I got to say.
I didn't try some of this. Weekend Bums Old.
They just came out with this new jobber. It's called the 195.
Is that the chamber?
Yeah, it's chamber and outside. I helped them with the design and everything else for it. It's made for people like us.
So what's the chamber part? I guess I'm confused on how this is different than a regular vac.
Okay, They make primarily up until this point made chamber vacuum sealers to where you stuck the stuff inside of a chamber, right?
Yep.
Put it in your bag, closed it, it's sealed, sucked all the air out, you're good to go. Right?
That's the one I have.
This new one, the 195, what you do with it is you can do all that same stuff, but when we were talking, I'm like, well, guys like us, I need to seal like a rack of ribs at 10 bones. I need to seal a brisket flat, and it don't fit. I mean, it does in their big ones, but I mean, who wants to put a, like 800-pound thing in their trailer and haul it around? You don't. So when they made this one, you can use mesh bags on a roll, cut it to whatever length you want, stick whatever you want in, put it inside of the machine with the meat in the bag hanging outside, and it'll vacuum seal the same way.
So it doesn't just seal the in.
No, it'll suck all the air out and everything else. So it'll actually vacuum seal internally and it'll vacuum seal externally. So and then the thing is probably yay wide by about yay long. So I mean, it's not tiny, but it'll fit in a cook trailer. So if you're a dude that's a competition cook or, has a cook trailer or does vending or catering or any of that stuff, this thing is it's amazing. It's a bomb to use. So
Kevin just got one. We can bump. He just got one.
Freaking cool. We've got one sitting in the cook trailer right now. I've worked with them for quite a while. I've got a bunch of vac masters. We've got big ones for sealing up, whole briskets and whatever. But this thing, it's freaking phenomenal. It's about, I think they got them in about 3 weeks ago or so. They're selling through them quite good. But yeah, it's, dude, this is my preferred one now.
I saw it.
Yep.
And he did a little, I think it's online. It's on Facebook. He did a little video
Yep.
of how to use it, all that.
They're pretty cool. They had one called the 95 that was trailer size, but it was a little bit heavier and you couldn't put a ton of stuff in it. It was good for, if you're sealing steaks or if you're sealing your chicken thighs or your legs or whatever. It worked really well for that. But when we started talking, I'm like, well, okay, but we do a lot more than that. And that's where we kind of got to the external thing. And now this is the only one in the world right now. They have the patent on it to seal both internal and external. So it's made for guys like us. And I helped make it for guys like us. So I'm pretty proud of it. It's pretty kick-ass. I like it. Yeah.
I would be too.
It's fun. I dig it. Yeah, Backmaster's a great company. They're one of our sponsors, obviously, and working with them, they're great people located here in Kansas City. And yeah, it's been an amazing partnership, and they've helped us out a ton. Sous vides and the vacuum sealers, and they help us out with all the bags, and they sell gloves, nitriles, everything. They've got a whole bunch of stuff. It's great. We dig them quite a bit.
And you're are you cooking down here also? Okay. What's the team name?
I cook for Team Brewing Q for KCBS. We're out of Lincoln. Toby Anderson, Chad Mostyn, they're my cook partners. We've been coming to the Royal for a while now. Same spot every year. We cook open, just because we usually cook maybe 4 to 5 KCBS a year. So tough to qualify for invite when you're only cooking that many. But we cook open. We love open. It's a blast. Have a lot of fun. Last year we ended up, I think, 38th overall. We had an 8th place chicken call, which was fantastic. Loved it. Toby's the chicken master. He's awesome. He got us into doing legs, and I'm telling you, if you guys don't do them, legs are the way.
That's what I'm running this Sunday.
It's easy. It's quick. No scraping. Don't worry about the skin. Yeah. Yep. It's awesome. Love doing it.
My chicken's still in the original packaging. That's what I'm doing tonight. Later is with legs. It's not as bad to worry about.
It's not. You don't have to cut everything, unroll it, get your knife out, and spend 45 minutes scraping yellow fat. And you guys know, you got a lot of shit to cook. Let's do it quick. Let's get it done. But yeah, he moved us over to legs and has done awesome with them. He's definitely our leg master. It's awesome. Love it.
You got a rub line.
Yep, I do Fat Boy BBQ out of Hickman, Nebraska. We are in 41 states, a few thousand stores. Primarily, we do grocery. We're moving into sporting goods hardware now. But the company's been around. We were founded in 2002. My wife Erin and I bought it 13 years ago, I think. And then we expanded it out from there. our kind of claim to fame on our stuff is we use all natural ingredients. We try not to use anything, outside of our competition stuff that's doesn't have, high fructose or MSG or any of that stuff. So, and right now with the big push toward healthy eating and everything else, we're set. We're right there. We're ready to go.
Gluten-free?
Oh yeah, everything is. We try and make sure that everything that we do for our grocery store lines, everything goes into that. We have a couple sauces, rubs, and stuff that I've made just to comp with that we sell that aren't there, because as we all know, judges like MSG and judges like high fructose corn syrup and judges like stuff. So we have. We're bringing out kind of two different lines. We've got our comp stuff, and then we've got our stuff that we've had for 23 years. So,
where are you at in Missouri?
Missouri will be Heidi's. If there's any Dillons there, Kroger stuff. Where else? Cameron Market. I love Cameron Market. Cameron Market, you guys are awesome. Little grocery store in Cameron, Missouri, just outside St. Joe. They got turned on to us by a buddy of mine, Steve Food. He's on a show called Whitetail Fix, deer hunt show that he's sponsored in the past, worked with quite a bit. And he talked to him about it, and now they've got in their meat department just gigantic display of all of our stuff. It's awesome. Love it. They're cool people. And so one of the other cool things when we travel around, we go into our grocery stores and stuff, say hi. How you doing? And the weird thing to me is like, my God, you're the Fat Boy? I'm like, yeah, but I'm not that cool. You don't have to be impressed, man. I'm just a dude selling barbecue.
It's funny though. Normally walking, you're the Fat Boy. You think that'd be insulting, but
as long as they keep writing checks, I don't care. You call me whatever you want. Call me Mary. I don't care.
It's weird, but sometimes those small stores do really good. Like, yeah,
we have our bigger, our Kroger's and Heidi's and stuff, and they're bread and butter and they pay the bills. But I love the small stores. We've got a lot of them that we do. We'll sell to, direct to store delivery is what we call it. 5, 6, 8, 10 cases, ship it to them directly, and it's a bunch of fun. Love doing it. They're my favorite customers.
I just love walking in stores. I just did I'll video it for them.
Yeah.
I'll video it for them.
Yeah.
Around the whole store. Around the whole store, and it's like, boom.
I know. Isn't that cool?
It's like, yeah, I'm doing it for me. I'm promoting your stuff too.
Yeah. Well, it's the barbecue community, guys. That's what we do. We all help each other. If somebody doesn't have something in a competition, you loan it to them. Hell, it's good luck, man. And we all try and help each other out. We do the same with our stores. Help you out, promote you, do whatever we can. And it's, a lot of people that I talk to, because obviously we all have a lot of friends in the business. We all have a lot of friends that sell rub and sauce, but to me, it's not competition, really. We're friends. There's room. Right now we promote and we sell on our website stuff from Lambert, stuff from Boar's Night Out, stuff from Craig Carter Races Wild, obviously stuff from our cook partners at Poncho Lefty, and we've had people, well, what are you doing? Well, they're friends of ours. Why not? If they can make some money, we can make some money. Why not? Sell it.
More of that needs to happen. That's like, and my biggest thing right now, because I have sauce right there, is it's not so much, it's the time to get the distribution. So if I can let somebody else and work with them, even if they put a percentage markup on it, it's still better for me than the time that I have to.
It's out there, and
that is the
distribution is the hardest part. When we pop 10, 12 divisions Kroger, I was in their boardroom every year for 5 years in a row. We were in 1 or 2 divisions at the time. And we're like, and they like the product. They're thinking about it, and it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then you go back.
Or you get these massive contracts with all these stipulate how you bring stuff in.
Exactly.
And I'm like, I'm not sure I want to make that jump.
Well, when they finally popped on another, I think it was 10 divisions, it was all at the same time, and it damn near killed us. It was, we went from sending pallets of product out to sending truckloads of product out. It was freaking insane. It was crazy train. But, we got through it. Interesting story. This is so freaking great. They do it, and they still send checks. At that time, they didn't ACH or anything else. It was checks in the mail, and they look like that junk mail with the tear off on the sides, right?
Yes.
So it was before we built our building. We were in a rented warehouse with one of those big mailboxes outside. So one of our checks got stuck in the wrong mailbox, and somebody grabbed it, threw it away. Thought it was junk mail, right? Well, the problem is it was 60 grand.
Oh shit.
So 65. Sorry, my account. 65.
So
we're like,
that's just a small salary.
So we didn't get it. So then we contact them, like, hey, we didn't get it. And they're on a 30-day net, right? So it took them 30 days to send the check. Fine. We set it up that way. Cool. They're like, okay, well, it didn't get there. Okay, now it's 30 days late. We're going to wait another 2 weeks, and then we'll cut you another one. So we're sitting there for like almost 60 days with 60 grand out. And I'm like, the bills are coming in. I'm like, that 60 grand would be really nice about now. I kind of like that. But, it was it's those pain points of growing to try and get through it. We figured it out. We all do. But
that's the big thing is
that's the thing, and when we up front,
you got to buy product from somebody, so you're already paying for that product. And then your
co-packers, most of our co-packers run a 30-day net. And if you don't get paid in 30 days, they still want their money.
Oh yeah,
everybody does. So you got to make it work. And we did.
My co-packer COD. Pretty much when I pick it up, I write them a check.
A lot of them are. We're very fortunate to have a few that we've been in business with for years and years and years. And they'll give us those 30-day terms, which is awesome. Walmart contacted us for years every quarter. Well, they don't pay us for 90 days. I'm like, no, can't do it.
And Walmart has if they don't sell it, back too, don't they? And they don't take any loss.
They don't take any loss at all. And they run margin down and everything else. And the other thing is at that time, I have thousands of stores that we were selling to that I told I wouldn't sell into Walmart because I didn't want to drive their price down. So we kind of danced with the one that brought us and let that go by the wayside and didn't do it. And a lot of people thought we were stupid, but we want to stick to our guns and stick to our principles, man.
And that's what I have a story kind of towards St. Louis that I really, really like. And she asked me, how many stores in this area? I'm trying. I don't want to flood the market. Like I want to be able to have my stores also be able to get in there. Not like, hey, you can go buy this. Come to my store.
Exactly. And that's a lot of our other line that we're doing for the comp stuff to do just competition dude stuff. That's all barbecue stores. We want to get into barbecue stores with that, and that's it. Uh-oh. You come on in.
This is crooked.
This is that's why we say.
Let's say whatever you like me more than you like crooked.
Well, yeah.
Well,
I don't know.
Isn't that how everybody's That's why we always say about being live or being recording at the world. We get hecklers. It's just, I love it.
Like one of my favorite heckles, Shed SCA last year. Buddy of mine, Troy Johnson, won Steak A, I won Steak B, and a Shed. At the end of it, Steak A, Steak B, they go head to head in a 30-minute cook-off. So I won B, so I wasn't even prepared. I didn't even have a Thermapen in my pocket. I'm like, oh, crap. So it was hilarious. They're calling steak B. I did a good steak, but I'm like, I don't know if it was great steak, good steak. They get up to like the top 3 or so. And I'm hanging out talking with Alan Smith and Eric Hodson, Boars Night. The Carter's over there. We're just like hanging out, having cocktails by the bar and do. And I have to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, I tell Hodson whatever my ticket number was, like at 240 or whatever the hell it was. I'm like, hey, Hodson, I got to take a leak. My ticket's 240. So I get like 4 steps away. Somebody talks to me. I talk to them real quick. They call first place, ticket 240. And Hodson's like, ah! And I'm like, ah! So I go up the stage. You get like a 15-pound granite trophy and your big Happy Gilmore check. And then you got to say all your stuff and then go to the trailer and fill out your paperwork and do all your stuff and then come back. And now you got to cook. You walk up there, and it's Johnny Joseph, Troy, me, and a ribeye loin. You got 30 minutes, boys, make something. And we're like, okay. Well, the problem is, I still have to pee. So it's a 30-minute cook-off, and now I forget about it. But the judges are up here, and you've got Randy Pauly from Bucky's. Kent Black was up there. That dude Stale Cracker from down there was up there.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
But they heckle you the whole time as you're doing it. So you've got the judges heckling you. You're stressed out to the gills. You know, you've got Brad Brook running around trying to keep you hydrated. Here's a beer. Here's something. Da, 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 here you go. And it's just, it was probably 30 minutes of the most insanity I've ever had cooking. It's nuts.
NASCAR being the fans just roll.
No, I had so much adrenaline going. It went away for a while, so we were good. But then it got done. In the showdown, I got 2 judges. Troy Johnson got 3. Good for him. He's running for points anyway. Dear friend of mine. When we first started, it was hugs, no losers. Let's do it. Troy and I cook against each other constantly. And that day, we were literally 15 feet apart all day. He won A, I won B. It was crazy. But yeah, it was a blast. It was fun to do. It was insane. The heckling was crazy. I needed cheese. So somebody went over and got me a block of cheese. Well, there's no cheese grater. So I ended up taking a steel spatula, turning it to the other side, and I'm grating cheese off the back of a frickin' spatula, drinking a bottle of wine as I'm doing it. It was just crazy. It was a blast. We had so much fun, and hoping I'm going to do it again in January. It's really cool. I dig it. Yep.
That's down in Mississippi.
Yep, down in Ocean Springs. They do a rib cook-off in August normally and a steak cook-off in January. And we'll be there for everyone. I mean, they're dear friends. Mama Shed, Daddy O, dear friends are too. So yeah, we got to go.
That's at
at the Shed. If you haven't gone to one of those comps, man, go. It's a party and a half. Yep, rib cook-offs in August. I got, where was I? 6-place ribs there in St. Louis. So rib cook-off association's the way, man. I love it.
I just got my rep thing. I'm starting to. I did that because I love that.
It's freaking awesome. Dirk and Jody are amazing. It's all about cooks. It's all about having a good time. And you know, it's a lot less stress. You just show up, you fire up,
it's fun.
Do your rib. It's actually fun. That's one of their things. First rules: have fun. You know. Yes, I'm getting there. God, she's yelling at me. We're having a rib cook-off in Hickman, Nebraska in July. I happen to know everybody in the small 2,000-person town. Imagine that. We're blocking off the main street of the town. We've got an inside bar. We've got an outside bar. And everything's going to be blocked off. The whole main street's going to be full of cook trailers, and we're going to have an RCOA. It's going to be a blast. July 11th, 2 days after my birthday. So I may be sober by the time we cook. I don't know yet. We'll find out.
I got a cook-off in Boonville at the end of July, and I'm like,
yeah, it's, man, RCOA is, I dig it. I dig it a lot. It's a lot of fun. It's,
I like it. We did one. I like it. We did one right in the state.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and the judges train on the spot, so it doesn't have to be sanctioning body judges, which is kind of cool because you're not cooking for food channel food expert dude.
I ran into the back and came back, and I'm like, these are all 80-year-old people. We got it way overcooked, so they can go.
That's our COA though, man. You can pull that stuff at like 212.
I take it about 2 or 3 or 4 degrees further than I do.
It is.
I want it tender, but slice it. I don't want to butter.
Yeah, you don't want butter knife. You want a bite out of it. But yeah, if you cook KCBS ribs there, you're not going to win. Yeah. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and the thing is, uncertified. That's not a bad thing because you know what ahead of time. Yeah, go ahead of time. You know ahead of time. It's certified.
Yep. If when I first one I went to, they had one. Where was it? Holders, Nebraska, maybe. It was the only one ever close to us. But went to that, and as long as you have in your head, okay, I'm cooking ribs for my mom. I'm cooking ribs for my mom. You can figure it out. Don't KCBS it. They don't have to be as pretty. You still want pretty. But
don't spice them up.
Yep. It's RCOA's tenderness and sauce game. That's what it is. And as long as you can get tender ribs and sauce, anybody can win any day. But it's like any of the other sanctioning bodies. It's one bad day, one bad judge. Like we were talking about before, 30% luck. Everything we do. If you get a bad table, You're done. You can make the best brisket of your life. You get a bad table, you're screwed.
I was talking to somebody about not making a knee-jerk reaction.
Yes.
Because you need to run it 4, 5, 6 comps.
Yep.
4, 5, 6 comps. Because a lot of times it's like I was talking to a guy Friday night and he got last ribs. The next day he 180 flips.
Yeah. Not a thing. Don't do it. You gotta trust your process that you're doing. I always say it's not up to us. I always, sometimes obviously you mess up, but I always think we turn in pretty good food. You know, we try the same process, we do the same things, especially KCBS, because we all know you can't go outside the box at all. But same process, same stuff, and just do it the same every time. It's gonna hit eventually. You're gonna hit your good table, and you're gonna hit your bad table.
The problem is too, like you said, we all run 90% of the same flavor.
Yep.
So it's like it kind of is the process of where you just middle of the mixture of pretty much the same.
Yeah, exactly. You know, we all know it's KCBS. If you don't have some kind of blues hog flavor in there, you're probably not going to win. Yep. It just is what it is. Timmy's done a great job.
Blues hog. That's a great skigging technique. Blues hog.
Not a lot of it. Sorry, Tim. Everybody has to.
There was a podcast. They said the guy in the last place.
All use blues hog. Yep. We have it in our mixes for stuff. Yeah, of course. They've got some fantastic sauce. Been out there for years. I use some of it and mix it with a couple of our sauces. When I do Rib Cook-Off Association, I use just a hint of blues hog in our dip sauce, and then I use our Appalachian Red, Poncho Lefty, Prime Swine. A little bit of syrup, a little bit of whatever for wrap, but yeah, that's what we use. That's the flavor profile that we go with.
Pretty much switched over about 80% my sauce, but I'll still run.
Yep, you have to mix it in. And the thing is, what we found in our partnership with Poncho Lefty is our products go together really freaking well. They mix really well. We cooking together. I don't think we have cooked together where at least somebody didn't walk every time we've been together. So that's been a really good partnership. So I'm extremely lucky. I have 2 really good cook teams that I cook with. And then for steak and ribs and stuff, you're by yourself. But, we partner up and, camp up together and help each other out. And I think that's kind of how you win. That's like how your Boars Night team won forever and ever and ever. They help each other. It's not always, Hodgson trying to beat his entire team or Allen trying to beat Eric. They all hook up together and they all help, and luckily I'm kind of in that club a little bit, hang out with them and stuff. So, I can get a little bit of technique or a little bit of something from them. They can get a little bit of something from me. We all share, do we all want to win? Hell yeah. That's why we're here. The money you're going to spend, trophies last forever. But the other thing is when one of my teammates or one of my friends wins, I'm jumping up and down, yelling and screaming just as loud for them. And that's what we need to do as cooks.
My dad went through that twice now. It's contest 15 minutes from my house. So he's gone there. And the first year of his restaurant, just paid their competitors aluminum foil
yeah.
Why? I'm like, I feed them because they're down. I want to feed them because they're on their best, and I feed them because it's their best.
Well, that's when I first started doing steak a couple years ago. Yeah.
August, you're coming back out to Atchison.
I'm planning on it.
All right, well, I'm coming over to get foiled.
Not Atchison, Effingham.
When I first started doing steak, it was a lot of fun. And I started cooking against, every time I was out, I was cooking against Tim Brown, Sandy Brown, Craig Carter, Matt Overson, Huntley, Jeff Jacobson, the whole crew, this Iowa crew that runs. And they are all really, really good.
Craig Carter.
They're all Craig already started, maybe.
What's his?
Ace Swallow.
I knew I.
So people were asking me like, and I'm getting, I'm just starting out doing steak, and I'm getting pounded, man. And everybody's like, why are you cooking against these people? Go somewhere else. I'm like,
you gotta beat the best. You gotta.
You want to be the best? You gotta beat the best.
Want it? Come get it. You want it, come get it.
So the thing is, during that time with that group of people, I learned a shitload. I mean, you can practice, you can watch it, you can do it, you can YouTube it, you can be a YouTube certified pit master. You can do all of that shit, but until you actually do it with somebody that knows what the hell they're doing, you don't learn.
The funny thing is too, and this is gonna sound crazy. Those guys, I think, want you to do well too. So they're just as happy. They're happy as hell when you feel like, what, that guy put in the work.
Yes,
he's getting his ass kicked week in and week out. He's finally moving up.
The one of the things that I always say, one of my deals, Tim Brown's won like 50 some state competitions. I mean, he's amazing. He's got it down to a friggin' science, right? He's amazing at it. But I'm like, yeah, you may have won 50, but I got those 4 times I kicked Tim Brown's ass. And the thing is, he loves those times because he helped me get good. I'm surprised he didn't freaking block my number the amount of times I'm like, this is what I'm thinking. Hey, do you do this? And obviously, you're gonna share, you're gonna tell. We don't tell all of our secrets, but they'll get you in the ballpark, and then it's up to you. It's like a lot of people that I know have said, Mark Lambert's one of them. He goes, I'll show you everything I did, but you got to cook it better than me.
Yeah.
That's
why people ask me my record, and I'll give them 100% of it. And the thing is, too, you got to cook it. And if you put the time in to want to learn and to want to ask for help, I will help you.
Yeah, of course.
Somebody said, too, best time to learn at a comp is the Friday night chat.
Yep.
Those guys. I always say it's kind of like, don't go up to them thinking you're getting called. No. You go up to them, ask tips.
Exactly. And even here with, I don't know what we have this year, 300, 350 teams this year, 400 teams, something.
404, I think it is.
Even with that, everybody knows who the big dogs are. And the thing is, a lot of them that I know personally, they'll tell you anything you want to know. It doesn't matter because they know they can cook. And if you can cook just as good as they can, you can beat them. That's why I love the open. It's open, dude. Anybody's got a shot.
And what I don't think it was Darren Moore said. He used the same free rub on 4 meals.
Yeah, worth it
every time. It's a tenderness game. That's what me and another guy were talking about. Yes, taste is the highest weighted, but tenderness affects your taste.
It affects everything.
Because if you take a chewy bite of ribs, it's going to obviously taste not as good as
and we've had the argument. Appearance is weighted pretty low, right? But in my opinion, anyway, when the judges get it, they eat with their eyes first. If it looks like it's not cooked enough, if it looks like it's not done, that's already in their head that it's not done before they even take a bite.
Yes. You know how many times, because I've judged the roll, how many times I gave somebody an 8 or 7 on appearance, and it was some of the best freaking barbecue I ever had. And I'm like, take the time to put your stuff.
Make it the right color, right? Yeah, exactly.
And my wife and everybody's like, you're getting way too picky. And guys, I'm like, you know how many times I've been one appearance score? So it matters.
I mean, it's weighted low, but that's where they start. When they open it up and look at it, that's the first thing, right? And that kind of sets your tone.
And then I've had it where I've given it a 9, and then I get tenderness, and I'm like, this is shit, but it looked good.
And in we always say, when you cook it, if you hate it, you got a chance. If it's money, you're screwed.
I got a call 2 years in a row. Hated my chicken. Second place chicken both times. My exact words were last time, you got to be shitting me. I just stood up.
No way. Well, okay, so last year on our 8th place chicken call here, my cook partner, Toby, he had stuff he had to go do. So he had to get out of here before awards even happened, which was a bummer because, when you win stuff, you want to jump up and down and give hugs and, hey, here you go. So the rest of the team is standing around or waiting. They're doing calls. And I had to walk off. It was another bathroom break again because awards were a little bit jacked up, a little late, a little this happened, that happened kind of thing.
Was that the scoring year?
But, stuff was a little late. So I go over and It was hilarious. We were camped up over with Brad and Brooke from the Shed and some of those guys waiting, and they do 8th place chicken. They call it Team Brew and Q. And I'm on the way back, and Erin, I heard it, but she's like looking at, she's like, go. So it was Fat Man booking it down to get there, and we all got to jump up and down and do our thing. So I made it. But yeah, it's getting called here, I think, is more fun than getting called anywhere.
I'll be happy with the 25th.
Yep.
Potato.
We always say any day you hear your name at the American Royal is a good friggin' day.
That's what I said about the KCBS and any of these big things.
Yep, we love them. It's kind of, for KCBS, this is our Super Bowl. I'm sure it's most people's.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
You know, you come here, you cook, you hang out, you have a good time, and it's
This and the Jack are probably the two. For
and it's well, and it's family reunion here. You know, it's people you haven't seen for a year. It's like I'm kind of jonesing because this year I've driven by like 3 times. I haven't seen Smitty from Loot and Booty yet. I haven't got my hug. You know, it's you know, and that's kind of what tonight's all about. You know, which is awesome. You know, go around, see people, do whatever.
But if they're cooking the Invitational in their trailers, but and the first year I judged it. I stayed for awards. But then I came one year on Saturday. The first year I just did open. And I was explaining it's like a family reunion. Oh yeah, a bus breaks out.
Yep. It's kind of like I went to a hockey fight and a game broke out. Yeah.
Kind of like an afterthought. Oh yeah,
yep. It is. And then, you know, it's even doing open though. You're all day Saturday. You're busy doing sides. If you entered all the sides, so it's busy. But yeah, it's family reunion time. It's have fun. You know, somebody you maybe haven't had a beer with for a year and a half, whatever it is. You know, and just hanging out and having a good time. I mean, you know, on the way over here at 10 o'clock in the morning. Hey, you want a shotgun a beer? I didn't even get here yet. You know, over there. You're like, yeah, sure.
That was
Outhouse Barbecue. Yes.
Oh, that was
the problem. Yes, but yeah,
I like their team.
Yeah, pretty kick ass. I like it. But yeah, it's you know that's the Royal, man. It's a blast. You know, I'm very fortunate that you know my cook team, Team Brew and Q that I cook with, you know, invited me in and got me into this. It got me cooking at the Royal, and it's one of my favorite comps of the year.
And like you said, it's weird about the barbecue community because I was on their backyard. It was like anybody in the barbecue community. I went over to Blues Hog last night. I wouldn't believe how many people just started chatting and talking. It's like if you're here cooking, you're one of them.
If you're here cooking, you're a cook. You know, and that's the fantastic thing about it. You know, and it's like we said before, it's a competition. Yeah, you want to win. Hell yeah. You know, do I want that big ass square trophy going? Woo! Yeah,
everybody.
And then your arms hurt the next day because they say it's really heavy.
I'll take it.
I don't know. You know, it's adrenaline rush.
I'll ice down. It's fun. I'll ice down. It's good.
He was helping them the year they won. So he's walked the stage. Did you throw the trophy up? Or was that Kevin?
Yeah.
You held it, and you know how heavy it is.
Yeah, but I mean,
I don't think it's super heavy.
That's what we're all here for.
You're adrenaline rush at that time anyway.
Yeah, you're running on adrenaline, and the next.
It's like Keith Riles said in Memphis in May. You know, you hold that thing up, and then I can't hardly drag it the next day.
It weighs more on Monday than it does on Sunday.
Yep. So yeah, that's what we're all aiming for. And whoever wins it, I'm going to jump up and down. I'm going to clap for them. I'm going to yell and scream, and you know, and if it's one of my close friends, it's even better. So. My ride's here.
My ride's here.
No, that's not police. No,
that's not police. Well, that's like that guy. I was doing a rib cook off. He's cooking my big meats tomorrow. We teamed up. And he threw his damn ticket for rib cook off. He just won rib, and he's like, "No,
there you go."
Ribs, and I'm like,
"Woohoo! Tear it up."
Well, Kurt, we want to thank you for swinging by.
Yeah, thanks so much, guys.
American Royal, I know this ain't your first one.
Not my first rodeo. Probably won't be my last. Who knows?
Like I said, I need to find your rubs.
We will. I think I know somebody that may be able to send you some. His name's Chris. He works for us. Yeah, we'll do it. Thanks a lot, guys.
I thought you were gonna say Brian can send me some.
There you go. There you go. All right. Last
yes, thank you.
Good luck.
Yes.
Cook well, walk off, and walk last.
Good luck to you too. Thank you. All right, bye.
There we go.